It was an eventful week both on and off the court on the ATP Tour last week, with 4 tournaments held while Novak Djokovic finally broke his silence on his visa ordeal in Australia and his vaccine stance. The world number one confirmed his beliefs were stronger than his desire to win the biggest titles, admitting he'd skip the likes of Wimbledon if vaccination was required. On the court, Andy Murray won just one game in his Doha second-round loss, while it was a different story for Britain's number one Cameron Norrie, who lifted his third title in Delray Beach. Andrei Rublev was victorious in Marseille, and 18-year-old Carlos Alcaraz became the youngest player in history to win an ATP 500 title in Rio, while on the women's side, former French Open champion Jelena Ostapenko completed an astonishing run in Dubai by lifting the trophy. This week, Rafael Nadal plays his first match since winning a record 21st Grand Slam, while Emma Raducanu returns to competition after having her Australian Open campaign derailed by blistering. And Djokovic's long-awaited 2022 season finally begins in Dubai, though he will be in a fight to keep his world number one ranking, with Daniil Medvedev in action in Acapulco and hot on his heels for the top spot. Express Sport takes a look at the biggest stories from both on and off the court over the last week. Djokovic picks vaccine views over Grand Slam titles ahead of competitive return. Djokovic's 2022 season finally gets underway on Monday in Dubai after he was forced to miss the Australian Open due to his vaccination status and views. The Serb was deported on the eve of the tournament as it was ruled his presence could excite anti-vax sentiment in the country, and last week he gave an in-depth interview to the BBC, admitting he'd miss more Grand Slam tournaments if it meant compromising his beliefs. Asked whether he'd be prepared to skip the French Open or Wimbledon if they required full vaccination, he said, "Yes, that is the price that I'm willing to pay. Because the principles of decision-making on my body are more important than any title or anything else. I'm trying to be in tune with my body as much as I possibly can." But the 20-time major champion admitted he wasn't against vaccination, instead saying he had so far decided against getting the vaccination based on all the information that I got.